There are places on our planet that remain shrouded in whispers, lands that exist more in imagination than in our common understanding. Turkmenistan is such a place. It is a country carved from sand and silence, a realm guarded by immense deserts, and a reputation for being one of the world's most secluded corners. To journey here is to step into a story, one told not in books, but in the sigh of the wind across the dunes. The air itself seems to hold secrets, carrying the scent of ancient history and the dust of forgotten empires. The silence is profound, a living presence that invites one to listen more closely to the subtle rhythms of the land. This is a world of stark contrasts and profound beauty. Here, loneliness is not an absence, but a presence, a vast open space that stretches to the horizon and beyond. The sun beats down with an almost physical force, bleaching the landscape to shades of pale gold and bone white. Yet even in this seemingly harsh environment, life persists in astonishing ways. The very air you breathe feels different, thick with the weight of isolation and the promise of discovery. It is a land that does not give up its secrets easily, demanding patience and a quiet heart from those who wish to understand its true nature. The borders of this nation are more than just lines on a map. They are a veil, separating a unique and carefully preserved world from the clamor of the outside. The journey inward is a passage through layers of mystique, where every turn reveals a new, unexpected facet of its character. The stories one hears before arriving are of a land sealed off, a puzzle box with no apparent key. But the reality is far more complex and far more human. It is a place where ancient traditions flow like an underground river, nourishing a culture that is both resilient and deeply proud of its heritage. Here, the modern world feels like a distant echo. Time seems to move at a different pace, measured not by clocks, but by the slow passage of the sun and the changing seasons. The quiet that blankets the landscape is occasionally broken by the call of a bird or the distant bleating of a sheep, sounds that only serve to emphasize the immense stillness. It is a land that challenges our perceptions, forcing us to slow down, to look closer, and to see the extraordinary beauty that can be found in the simplest of things. One begins to understand that the greatest secrets are not hidden, but are simply waiting to be noticed. If you're enjoying this journey into the heart of Turkmenistan, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating explorations and hidden stories from around the world. Join us as we uncover more secrets together. The Karakum Desert. Its name means black sands, yet it is a world of 1,000 colors. Under the high sun, the dunes shimmer in shades of ochre, honey, and pale yellow. As evening approaches, they are painted in hues of rose and deep violet, their crests sharp against the darkening sky. A single road, a ribbon of black tarmac, cuts through this immense emptiness. It stretches for hundreds of miles, a testament to human will against the power of nature. Driving along this lonely path, one feels a sense of profound isolation, as if navigating the surface of another planet. The only companion is the horizon, ever present and ever receding. The wind is a constant sculptor in this land. It whistles a low, mournful tune as it sweeps across the open plains, piling sand into magnificent, ever-shifting mountains. You can hear its voice, a constant whisper that speaks of eternity and change. It polishes the stones until they are smooth and round, and carves intricate patterns into the faces of the rock formations. In the stillness of the afternoon, you can almost see the air move, shimmering with heat and carrying fine grains of sand that sting the skin. This wind is the breath of the desert, a force that shapes not only the landscape, but also the character of all who live within it. Beyond the desert, the Kopet Dag Mountains rise like a fortress wall along the southern edge of the country. Their slopes are rugged and bare, their peaks often lost in a hazy sky. These mountains are a different kind of wilderness, a vertical world of deep gorges and hidden valleys. Here, the silence is even deeper, broken only by the cry of an eagle circling high above, or the clatter of loose stones underfoot. In the spring, these stark slopes can erupt in a surprising display of life as wildflowers burst into bloom, carpeting the ground in a riot of color. It is a fleeting and precious beauty, a reminder that life can flourish in the most unlikely of places. The roads that traverse this landscape are arteries of connection in a land defined by distance. They link scattered oases and remote villages, each a small island of green in a sea of sand. Traveling these routes, one passes through landscapes that seem untouched by time. A shepherd guides his flock of Karakul sheep, their dark wool a stark contrast against the pale earth. A lone rider on a magnificent Akalteke horse, the animal's coat gleaming like polished metal, moves with an effortless grace across the plains. These are scenes from a timeless pastoral, moments of simple, profound beauty that linger in the memory long after the journey is over. Even in the heart of the Karakum, where survival seems an impossibility, life asserts itself with quiet determination. One must move slowly, with patience, to witness its secrets. Look closely, and you will see the delicate tracks of a desert jerboa, a tiny nocturnal rodent that hops across the sand like a miniature kangaroo. It emerges only under the cover of darkness, its large eyes adapted to the dim light of the moon and stars. Its entire existence is a marvel of adaptation, a small, warm-blooded creature thriving in a world of extreme temperatures. Its movements are quick and precise, a dance of survival on the shifting sands. The air above is not as empty as it seems. A Seka falcon may hang motionless on a thermal current, its keen eyes scanning the ground far below for the slightest movement. These magnificent birds of prey are masters of the desert sky, symbols of power and freedom. To watch one in flight is to witness a perfect fusion of grace and lethality. Its cry, a sharp, piercing call, echoes across the vast emptiness, a declaration of its dominion over this starkly beautiful kingdom. The falcon's presence is a reminder that the desert is a complex ecosystem, a web of life and death that unfolds every day. In the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, other, more elusive creatures may appear. A herd of goitered gazelles, their coats the color of the sand itself, might be seen grazing on sparse vegetation. They are nervous, watchful creatures, their large ears constantly swiveling to catch the faintest sound of danger. A slight disturbance, a scent on the wind, and they are gone in a flash of leaping forms, their white rumps disappearing over a distant dune. Their fleeting presence is a gift, a brief glimpse into a hidden world that runs parallel to our own, governed by ancient instincts and the rhythms of the wild. Perhaps most surprisingly, life can be found even in the most inhospitable corners. The desert monitor, a large lizard, can be seen basking on a sun-drenched rock, its scaly skin a perfect camouflage. It moves with a slow, deliberate gait, its forked tongue tasting the air for traces of prey. These reptiles are survivors, ancient beings that have roamed these lands for millennia. Their slow, unblinking gaze seems to hold the wisdom of the ages. Observing them, one feels a sense of connection to a deeper, more primal world. A world that existed long before humans and will likely continue long after we are gone. To encounter the people of Turkmenistan is to experience a gentle and reserved warmth. In the bustling bazaars of ancient cities, life unfolds with a rhythm that has changed little over centuries. The air is thick with the scent of spices, freshly baked bread and roasting meat. Here, amidst the vibrant chaos, one can see the true heart of the country. Women, dressed in stunning, brightly colored garments, move with a quiet elegance. Their long embroidered dresses, often in shades of deep red and adorned with intricate silver jewelry, are a striking statement of cultural identity. They are a river of color flowing through the dusty streets. The beauty of Turkmen women is remarkable. It is not just in their features, but in their poise and the quiet confidence with which they carry themselves. Many wear their hair in long, dark braids, a tradition that speaks of heritage and pride. In their eyes, one can see a depth and a resilience that seems to reflect the spirit of the land itself. There is a shyness, a modesty, but also a flicker of curiosity towards the rare visitor. A smile, when offered, is genuine and heartfelt, a small bridge across the cultural divide. It is a humbling experience to be welcomed, even with just a glance, into their world. Hospitality is a sacred duty here. In the remote villages, where a visitor is a rare event, the welcome can be overwhelming. You may be invited into a family yurt, the traditional felt tent of the nomads, and offered a bowl of chow, a fermented camel's milk. The drink is sharp and tangy, an acquired taste, but to refuse it would be a grave insult. The host will offer you the best of what they have, not out of obligation, but from a deep-seated tradition of generosity. In these moments, language barriers fade away, replaced by a shared humanity and the simple act of breaking bread together. Life here is governed by traditions that are both beautiful and, to an outsider, surprisingly complex. The family is the cornerstone of society, and respect for elders is paramount. There is a formality and a sense of order to social interactions that can feel very different from the West. Daily routines are intertwined with customs that have been passed down through generations. These traditions are not relics of the past. They are a living, breathing part of the present, providing a sense of stability and continuity in a rapidly changing world. They are the invisible threads that bind the society together. The capital city rises from the desert like a mirage. It is a city of vast avenues, pristine parks, and buildings clad in gleaming white marble. The scale is monumental, almost overwhelming. The sun reflects off the polished surfaces, creating a dazzling, almost surreal light. This is a cityscape built not just for people, but for a vision. It is a statement, a bold declaration of a new era, etched in stone and gold. The streets are wide and often empty, adding to the sense of unreality. The silence here is different from the deserts. It is a manicured, almost sterile quiet, punctuated by the rhythmic splash of fountains in immaculate plazas. Everywhere you look, there are statues. Not just statues, but gleaming golden monuments that reach for the sky. Figures of national heroes, poets, and leaders stand on towering pedestals, their surfaces catching the sun's rays and glowing with an intense fire. One monument, a colossal tripod crowned with a golden figure, was said to rotate with the sun, a feat of engineering and symbolism. These statues are more than just public art. They are focal points of national pride, constant reminders of the country's unique identity and history as it is meant to be remembered. They stand as silent, glittering sentinels over the city. The contrast between this futuristic city and the timeless desert that surrounds it is breathtaking. One can stand on the edge of the city and look out over the endless sands, a view that has not changed in millennia. Then, turning around, one is confronted by a vision of the future, a world of perfect symmetry and gleaming surfaces. It is a place of high drama and stark juxtapositions. The architectural ambition is undeniable, a desire to create a world-class capital in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. The result is a city that feels both hyper-modern and strangely ancient, like a lost city from a science fiction novel. At night, the city transforms. Thousands of lights illuminate the white marble buildings, turning them into glowing lanterns. Fountains dance in choreographed displays of water and light, their colors shifting against the dark sky. The golden statues shine with a softer, more mysterious light, their silhouettes stark against the cosmos. The sound of water flowing in these elaborate fountains is a constant, soothing presence, a symbol of life and prosperity in the heart of the desert. Walking through the empty streets at night is a dreamlike experience, a journey through a silent, illuminated kingdom that feels entirely separate from the rest of the world. There are phenomena in this land that defy easy explanation, that seem to belong to a world of myth and legend. In the heart of the Karakum, there is a crater, a vast, fiery pit that has been burning for decades. Known to locals as the door to hell, it is a breathtaking and terrifying sight. At night, its glow can be seen from miles away, a fierce orange light that dances against the blackness of the desert sky. The sound is a low, constant roar, the sound of the earth itself breathing fire. To stand at its edge is to feel the immense power hidden just beneath the surface of our planet. This land is a repository of deep time. Ancient cities, once bustling hubs of the Silk Road, now lie in ruins, their mud brick walls slowly dissolving back into the earth. To walk through the silent streets of Merv or Konye Urgench is to feel the ghosts of history all around you. You can almost hear the chatter of merchants, the call to prayer from a now crumbled minaret, the footsteps of conquerors and kings. These ruins are not just piles of rubble. They are documents written in dust, telling stories of immense wealth, profound faith, and the inevitable passage of time. They remind us of the fragility of human ambition. Some customs, when witnessed, can be deeply moving in their simplicity and power. A wedding procession may involve the bride being hidden from view, her journey to her new home a sacred and private passage. These rituals are not performances for outsiders. They are profound expressions of a community's values, of their understanding of life's great transitions. They are imbued with a symbolism that may be lost on a visitor, but their emotional weight is palpable. It is in these moments that one feels the true pulse of the culture, the steady, quiet heartbeat that has sustained it for centuries. To leave Turkmenistan is to feel as if you're waking from a powerful dream. The country does not easily fit into our modern categories. It is a land of stark beauty and profound mystery, of golden statues and hidden oases, of warm smiles and an impenetrable sense of privacy. It is a place that stays with you, its images and sounds echoing in your mind long after you have departed. The whistle of the wind across the sand, the glint of gold in the sun, the taste of salty camel's milk. It is a journey not just to a place, but into a state of wonder, a reminder that there are still corners of our world that remain truly, magnificently unknowable.